What's up, everybody? Welcome to Week 16 of the 2026 season of Nick's Amiibo League. We are in the second to last week of the regular season, where anything can happen. Probably the two biggest storylines of this week. We have one big storyline in the Western Conference and the other in the Eastern Conference. I'll be going over those as we progress this week. Also, I see Tyler is already here. How you doing?
Hello, Tyler.
And also joining me once again is our special guest co-commentator, PSI Kirby. Say hello.
Hello.
So, is everybody ready for the second to last week of the regular season?
Yeah.
I know I'm certainly ready. All right. Now, you may notice that my voice isn't exactly the best because I haven't been feeling well the last few weeks. But I'm pretty confident that I can do this. I'm pretty confident I can make it through this. Because there's only a couple different scenarios where I think I could get pretty loud. First up, we have Mario, who is 3-12, taking on Link. Alright, here we go. Mario is currently 3-12, and Link is currently 13-2, and currently in a battle with WarioWare for the top of the division. I'm trying to think, did Wario win? Yes, he won. Yes, he did win. Why do I have... Oh, that's Samus who lost. Okay. So, I guess you could say this match is important because even though Link and Wario have both qualified for the playoffs, I guess they're still battling for the top of the division. Even though whoever finishes in second will clinch the wild card, the wild card race is pretty much over. In fact, it is over in the Western Conference because whoever finishes in second in the Midwest division will clinch the wild card. 233.8 for Link. And Link wins the first match of the day. And Link continues to add on to his hot streak. That is 6 in a row for Link. Alright, so Link takes that battle, and he is now 14-2. And as I said, he's won his 5th match in a row. And I want to say this is his best score of the year, 233.8. So Link is still hot, heading into the final week of the regular season. And Mario is now 3-13. Mario is, Meanwhile, Mario suffers his worst loss. Oh, his second worst loss of the year. Alright. So that should do it for that. Alright, here is the big storyline heading into this week in the Western Conference. Let's introduce the next two fighters. We have Pikachu, who is 9-6, and then we have, at 11-4, Kirby. Now, Here's the situation. If Kirby wins this match, he will clinch the Southwest Division.
3, 2, 1, go!
Tyler says hello. Kirby.
Hey, Tyler.
I got back to my cabin right in time for this. Oh, cool. I forgot you and your family had a cabin. Whoa! I thought that was the end right there, but they both somehow made it back. So as I said, if Kirby wins this match, he will clinch the Southwest Division. But even if he loses, he still has a chance. Alright. Kirby is currently 11-4. He's had quite a stellar season, all things considered. Kirby is ahead by over 100 points here. But Pikachu is not backing down easily. Oh, they both got the edge again? Oh my god! Pikachu is now under 100. Kirby is so close to clinching the Southwest Division and going to the playoffs. But then again, I could jinx it. Oh my god. Oh, what? Bounced off his head there. Kirby still has 200 HP.
Wow, that's
And
really
that's
cool.
it! Oh god.
Who would've
Kirby
won if he
has done it! He clinches the Southwest Division and will be going to the playoffs. Kirby clinches the Southwest Division and he will be going to the playoffs. Kirby has just clinched the Southwest Division. Fox can no longer touch him. And Kirby is on his way to the playoffs. His final score was 200.1. Kirby has clinched the Southwest Division, and he will be going to the playoffs. How does that make you feel?
Great. Amazing.
All right. Kirby is now 12-4. He's won 4 matches in a row. And Pikachu is now 9-7. And he hasn't really been consistent at all this season. All right. So that's it. That's one storyline out of the way. Kirby has clinched the playoffs.
Hi, Alex. Nick and Cameo.
Tyler is laughing at the sound effect, Curb. Alright, next up we have Ness taking on Samus. Both of these fighters are in last place in their respective divisions.
3, 2, 1, go!
Zelda 4 and 11. So that means 7 out of the 8 playoff spots have been determined. So that means 7 out of the 8 playoff spots have been filled. We're just waiting on the winner of the Mid-East Division, which could go to anybody, because the top 3 fighters in the Mid-East Division all have the same record. They are all 9 and 6. So it's going to come down to the final week of the regular season, which is next week. Yeah, I know. I can't believe it either, Tyler. It still feels like it started yesterday. This started during the second week of April. Actually, no. This started at the end of April. I want to say this started at some point in April. And now we're here in the second to last week of the regular season. Both these fighters are in last place in their respective divisions. Samus was the last fighter to win a match this season. And Ness, even though he's about to break even, he still is not going to the playoffs. Because he is in last place in the Midwest Division, even though he's about to break even here. Yeah, I know. It has been 4 months. We started this in April, and now it's almost the end of July. Imagine if Roblox guy ends up showing up again. That would just be so bad.
Wob?
No, Roblox. There was a guy on my stream yesterday asking me if I played Roblox. Anyways, looks like we're almost at the end here, if Ness is willing to end it here. If Ness wins and Meta Knight loses, Ness will come out of last place. But that would still mean the bottom 2 fighters would have an even record. The Midwest Division has always been one of the best divisions in the league in terms of records. I mean, in case it wasn't already obvious. Anyways, Ness wins 211.6.
I like Ness's Brawl theme song.
Yeah. Yeah, I really don't like that they changed it here. I thought the other one was so much better. Alright. Ness defeats Samus. And 211.6 is the final score on that one. Alright, Ness takes it. He goes 8 and 8. He has a 50-50 record, but is still in last place. What the hell? Well, I mean, crazier things have happened this season. I mean, last week, Ness pulled off a no-hitter, getting 300. And now Samus is 1-15.
Ish.
13 seconds?
New record.
Yeah, that's right, because Ness pulled off the no-hitter in 13 seconds. But this time, it was 3 minutes and 43 seconds that it took to for him to take out Samus. All right, let's load up the next two fighters here. We got two more fighters who have been knocked out of playoff contention. Yoshi and Zelda. Man, I am just like you. I cannot believe next week is the last week of the regular season. I just can't believe it. Can't fathom. All right, next up we have So yeah, Fox is eliminated. There's nothing he can do anymore because Kirby is 2.5 games ahead with 1 to go. So he has clinched. All right. I can't really think of any other major storylines. I mean, I guess there's the fight for the Midwest Division still, even though it doesn't matter anymore because both fighters clinched. Because both fighters clinched the playoffs. Because even if Link or Wario finish in second place, they still qualify for the playoffs because they would come in first place in a wild card. Right. Yoshi takes it, 153.3.
Yoshi wins.
So Yoshi wins. The final score, 153.3. And let's go ahead and put the scores down on here. Yoshi is now 9-7. He is won. How many matches has he won in a row here? 3. So Yoshi's won 2 in a row. And Zelda is now 4-12. Definitely a pretty bad predicament. Alright. That should do it there. She's lost 4 in a row.
Stamina battle.
Yep, she's lost 4 in a row. Okay, on to the next battle. We have... Let's go ahead and introduce the next 2 fighters, shall we? Next, we have... Peach. Taking on... Bowser Jr.
Bowser Jr.
Oh, cool. Cousin Paul is following me now. That's great.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, Peach and Bowser Jr. Let's see how well this goes. What? 272.4 for Peach. I didn't even get to put the next matchup down. Alright. Peach wins in record time. 28 seconds. I didn't even get to put the next 2 fighters down.
Mm-hmm.
272.4 for Peach. Yeah, not as fast as Ness's victory last week. Bowser is going to be the second to last match in the Western Conference. He's going to be fighting Wario. For Peach is now 4-12 after snapping a 7-game losing streak. Peach's cold streak is over. She lost 7 games in a row, and now she's finally won. Alright. So, that should be a joyous occasion for Peach. Both these fighters had pretty bad records. Bowser Jr. is now 2-14. Lost 3. What is Bowser Jr.'s? So, Bowser Jr. has lost twice in a row to technical KOs. Because Bowser Jr. fell in last week's match, and in this week he fell again. I don't think I've seen that happen before. Bowser Jr. lost in back-to-back weeks due to technical knockouts. Back-to-back technical losses. Alright, let's go ahead and introduce the next 2 fighters. Luigi.
Luigi!
Taking on Dr. Mario.
Dr. Mario.
Alright, let's do it. So, to answer your question earlier, Bowser is not the next match. He's the one after the next match. Alright, let's put down the next one.
Yes.
Alright, hopefully, no technical knockout this time. But just watch, it's gonna happen. we have the second Luigi versus Mario match. Of course, now he's facing Dr. Mario. He already faced his older brother, I want to say in one of the first matches of the season. Yes, they faced off back in week 4, and Luigi beat him then. He's looking to do it again. Luigi had a very painful loss last week after winning 12 matches in a row. Or actually, no, it was 13 matches in a row. He had a very painful loss against Meta Knight. Actually, no, against Wario. Those sound effects aren't coming from my end. Those are coming from PSI Kirby's end.
What sound effects are you referring to?
The sound effects that go pew pew pew.
Oh, by the way, Nick, in the next matchup, I have some sound clips that I want to play for the next matchup. If you know what the next one after, so. Yes.
Okay. So you just found out about the thing that makes emojis go across the screen. How do you do that? Can you show me how to do that later?
I'm not putting emojis on the screen.
Yeah, can you show both of us later, please, Tyler? I can't believe just a week from now I'm going to be doing a preview to the playoffs. That's going to be fun. You know, I almost didn't do the stream today because I woke up on Sunday not feeling very well, and it's only gotten worse since then. On the live chat, it's a button with a heart on it. I can't do that right now. Alright. Oh, wow, this is very close. So, I'm actually going to go ahead and open up the playoff seeding tab. Because I think that is probably the new tab I'm going to be focusing on. Luigi is currently ranked 6th among the playoff contenders. He's currently 13-2. And of course, the leader of all the playoff contenders is Sonic, who is on the fast track to becoming the #1 overall seed in the playoffs. Again, the division winners and the 2 wild cards are going to be seeded 1 through 8 in the playoffs.
Luigi wins.
Luigi is back to his winning ways. 27.4. He beats his big brother again. Only this time, his big brother has a PhD. Alright, Luigi is now 14-2. Luigi is back in the win column after having an embarrassing loss last week. Alright, Luigi is now 14-2. And Dr. Mario is currently 8-8. He has an even record. Yet he still ranks near the top in the Southwest Division. Oh man, that does sound pretty hot. that does sound like really hot weather. Currently here, it's actually about to rain, and it's 74 degrees I think it's colder because it's about to start raining. Anyways, Dr. Mario has now lost 2 in a row. Luigi defeats Dr. Mario. And oh, Kirby's back. Okay. Final score 27.4. It would have been funny if it was 24-7. Did we have a 24-7 score? I think we did, at least once. All right.
The next matchup is
Donkey Kong
versus
Fox. Donkey Kong.
Yes, thank you so much for introducing the matchup. So, heading into this week, Fox had a chance to go to the playoffs, but then Kirby won, so Fox cannot go to the playoffs. This is essentially part 1 of his farewell performance. Because next week will be his final week of the season. Next week will be his final match of the season after failing to beat Kirby in the Southwest Division race. All right. So yeah, Tyler, you'll be really excited for this. It's alright, you're just in time. Bowser is actually coming up next. So Bowser is going to be up next. So you're right on time, Tyler, because Bowser is up next. And yeah, the cool thing about this is PSI Kirby played the voice effects because both of these fighters were from the original Smash Bros. Game for the N64. Whereas the next 2 fighters, Bowser started in Melee and Wario started in Brawl. Okay, Tyler. Well, I'm glad you're back. And again, you came back right on time. And I see my friend Rashenda is playing Tomodachi Life. Hi, Rashenda. Yeah, Tyler, you're not going to believe this, but I actually got stung by one of those things not too long ago. I got stung by a wasp when I was at a concert. I went to see the Doobie Brothers a few weeks ago, and they were on a dual bill with Santana. And as I was sitting down, I got stung by a bee. That's it. 59 for Fox.
Fox wins.
All right. Fox has defeated Donkey Kong. And Fox is now 10-6. He is 2 games behind Kirby. And even a 3-game winning streak isn't going to be enough for him. And it especially didn't help that his differential, his differential is much lower than Kirby's. And Donkey Kong is now 6 and 10. All right. Donkey Kong. Oh, that sounds terrible. That does sound pretty bad. L2, Donkey Kong has lost 2 in a row. And now, this is the match that Tyler was waiting for.
Stamina battle.
Let's go ahead and introduce the next 2 fighters, shall we? We got Bowser taking on Wario. I know I called him WarioWare for the longest time, but then I realized, you know, he's the only Wario in this league. The Mario series Wario is actually not competing in this league. Alright, here it goes. I'm actually going to turn the light on because it's getting really dark. Alright, there we go. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Oh man, Bowser's in trouble. Wario has won 7 matches in a row. He's looking to get 8 here. And it looks like he might because Bowser's in trouble. Bowser finished 11-0 in the original season. And now he is eliminated from playoff contention. He is on the fast track to losing here. And if he loses, he'll be 7-9. Whoop! I thought Wario was going to die there as soon as they said that. $222.3 for Wario.
Wario wins.
Alright, Wario wins his 8th match in a row. So now Wario has won his 8th match in a row. Making him 14-2. Yep.
Good job, Wario.
Yeah, I know how much you wanted Bowser to win. I'm sorry. Wario has won 8 in a row. And as for Bowser, he is now 7-9. Suffering. Oh wait, no, not his. That's not his worst loss of the season. He's had worse. And Bowser is back in the loser column. All right.
Stamina battle.
No. Alright, let's go ahead and introduce the last two fighters who will be competing in the Western Conference this week. It's going to be between Meta Knight.
Meta Knight.
Whoa, I think I just heard thunder. Meta Knight versus Rosalina.
and Luma. 3, 2, 1, go!
All right. What the hell? Somebody's got a really loud engine. Somebody's got a really loud engine. All right, who's gonna win this? Meta Knight is currently 8-7, and Rosalina is 10-5. She was eliminated from playoff contention last week. Yes, it is the last match of the Western Conference. You are right about that. This is the final match of the Western Conference for this week. And then after this, we're going to be doing the Eastern Conference. So, Curb, how are you feeling right now heading into the Eastern Conference matches? I bet you must be very excited. After Kirby clinched the Southwest Division. All right. Oh. Oh man. All right, this better end soon because I really have to go to the bathroom. This match better end soon because I really have to go to the bathroom. All right, they're both at about 100. Meta Knight is below 100 now. Yes, that's right. Both fighters, the first two fighters in the Eastern Conference are both 4-11. And they're both in the same division, too, so that'll be a divisional fight to see who gets last place. That'll be a divisional match to decide who gets last place. They'll be fighting for last place. All right. Who's gonna win here? You think Captain Falcon will win? Well, we'll have to see after the break. Because the stream is going to be going to intermission after this match is done. Because I got to get the Western Conference Amiibo back on the shelf. And then get the Eastern Conference fighters ready. And I also have to go to the bathroom. 75.9 for Rosalina. On her farewell tour. 75.9. Rosalina wins this match. She is now 11-5. Rosalina 75.9. And she's won 3 in a row. Meta Knight is going to fall to 8-8. So that means that the bottom 2 fighters in the Southwest Division, or no, the Midwest Division, sorry. The bottom 2 fighters in the Midwest Division are both at 500. Yep, that's exactly how it's happened. Meta Knight has lost 3 in a row. All right. Alright, so that is going to do it for the Western Conference. I am going to go on a quick intermission, just like we usually do, between conferences, and we'll be back in about probably 10 minutes for the Eastern Conference battles for Week 16. See you guys in a minute. Alright guys, we are back for the Eastern Conference battles. Now here's the big storyline for the Eastern Conference. Lucario, Olimar, and Villager are all in the top 3, and they all have the same record. So there is definitely a big divisional battle in the Mid-Eastern Division. And so in the Mid-East Division, Lucario, Olimar, and Jigglypuff are in the top 3, and they all have the same record. They are all 9-6. So they are fighting for the top of the division, and none of them can rely on the wild card because either Lucas or Villager will be taking the wild card. So it's basically only one of them can move on. The other 2 will be eliminated. Alright, first up, we have Captain Falcon. Taking on Mark. Alright, here we go. We have 2 losing fighters here.
Go!
And you know what the best part is? Lucario and Olimar are actually going to be fighting today. They're going to be going at it today. And that is probably going to be the most intense match of the day. Of this week. Because they are both fighting for the top of the Mid-East Division. They both really want it.
Yes?
And since they all have the same record, if one of them loses, they will be in big trouble heading into the last week of the season. So, Lucario or Olimar could potentially put the other person on the chopping block. They could potentially put one another on death row. So yeah, I'm excited. But before that comes, we got other matches to decide. We got 3 matches between fighters who are already eliminated. We got 3 matches between fighters who have already been eliminated, including a bunch of them who have losing records. All right. Let me see. All right. Put the next 2 down. Uh-oh. Falcon falls! Tyler! What did you say? What did you say about Captain Falcon winning? He just fell. 151.3 for Marth.
What was that? Was that a foot dive?
No, he just fell. Oh, fuck. I just heard thunder, so now I guess we're gonna have to speed run through this. Marth is 5-11. Alright, this is crunch time, officially. Because I just heard thunder, and that usually means bad news. Captain Falcon is now 4-12. Yeah, I hope not, Tyler. Yeah, I hope not either. But after you said Captain Falcon would win, I wouldn't be surprised if that other jinx happens. Like you said, my internet isn't going to go down. Alright, next up we have Mega Man.
Mega Man!
Taking on Falco.
Falco!
Oh my god. Yeah, I thought I read earlier that there was going to be thunderstorms.
3, 2, 1, go!
And again, there's nothing better to do on a rainy day than just sit inside and play video games. If you guys have trouble seeing the stream, then go ahead and let me know. Alright. Alright, who's next? Oh, I just heard it again. Wow. It is really ramping up out there. Alright, King K. Rool is 10-5. Wow. Yeah. I'm a little frightened right now, not gonna lie. Don't worry, guys. After this match and the next one, then we'll get into the good stuff. Then we'll get into the really good matches after this. after this match and the next one. Because all 6 of these fighters are already knocked out of playoff contention. Holy crap. Trees are swaying outside. Alright, yeah, this is very close, but it's also very slow. This is a very close match, but it's also very slow. What's the weather like where you are, Curb?
$80 degrees.
80 degrees? Is it sunny or cloudy or rainy or...
Sunny.
I'm jealous. So jealous. I'm so jealous right now. Oh god, here comes the rain. It's sunny and 98 in Illinois. I'm so jealous of you guys out in the Midwest. You guys are having such great weather right now while I'm just sitting here right in the middle of a thunderstorm. Thank God I'm not outside right now. Good lord. Oh, you're in Missouri. So you're still in... I think that's still in the Midwest, isn't it? Or is it the Mid-Atlantic? I'm pretty sure Missouri's in the Midwest. But I could be wrong. Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. As for Kirby, even though he has clinched a playoff spot, he cannot seed higher than 7. He cannot... I'm pretty sure he's stuck in the 7 seed. Yeah, he is stuck in the 7 seed, so he's going to be facing the 2 seed in the playoffs. Oh my god. It's pouring buckets here in Massachusetts. It is pouring buckets. 182.1 for Mega Man. It is pouring rain here in Massachusetts. All right. So after that win by Mega Man, holy crap. Yeah. Yeah, you can hear it through the stream. It's actually really heavy. It is pretty heavy. And the wind, too, yeah. That match went over 6 minutes. I'm really glad it's over. Mega Man is now 10-6. Mega Man is now 10-6, and Falco is 13. No, it's 3-13.
Stamina battle.
Falco has lost 4. Yeah, I was right. Next up, we have Pac-Man taking on King K. Rool. And I promise after this, we'll get into some really good matches. This is the last of the 3 matches with fighters who didn't qualify.
3, 2, 1.
Well, if they're out of playoffs, why are you doing them?
Well, I have to. Because it's the regular season and everybody has to go through the round robin. That's something I did think about, actually. I've been debating whether or not I should feature the matches of the fighters who haven't qualified. But it is important for the round robin that we do these matches. But you're
I
right.
see.
Maybe next season I won't, like, show the matches of the fighters who didn't qualify. But we have to do them in terms of the regular season, because everybody has to fight 17 times. Or else that wouldn't be fair. Alright, next up we have... Next up, we actually have a really good match. Even though Ike is 3-12, Lucas is currently 14-1 and is still fighting Villager for the top of the Northeast Division, even though they both already qualified. So in all reality, the division race still matters a little bit, because finishing in first place in the division is still an achievement, regardless if you're in the wild card or not. I mean, winning the wild card still gets you into the playoffs. Pikmin is actually a game I should play. It is available on Nintendo Switch Online, I think. Is Pikmin 1 available yet? No, it's not. You know, I really thought they were going to put Super Mario Sunshine on the Switch this summer. I mean, we're still only halfway through summer, so, I mean, it could happen. But honestly, I can't see it because... I mean, no. No, I'm taking that back because Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Galaxy both got re-released after Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Super Mario 64 is on the Nintendo 64 online app. And Super Mario Galaxy got its own Switch release, as well as Super Mario Galaxy 2. Okay, here's a better idea. How about instead of remastering your old material, how about you start coming up with new stories? King K. Rool wins this one, 146.3. Alright, King K. Rool is now 11-5. Alright, Pac-Man is 6-10. Okay, roll. I want to see this percentage. Wow, 68.75. Alright, now we have a match that's actually quite interesting, followed by a match that's even more interesting. Let me go ahead and put the results in here. Go ahead and introduce the next two fighters. We have Ike, who is 3-12, going on an 8-game losing streak, taking on Lucas, who is the exact opposite. He is red hot with an 11-game winning streak, and he is 14-1.
3, 2, 1, go!
Is that you or is that me?
I'm not making any noises, I don't think.
Okay. I think once we get to the end of that line. Alright. God, at this rate, the pools can overflow. I haven't had my meds in a while. That's why my symptoms are starting to come back. Don't have all the other symptoms I had last time, like ear infection, pink eye, tonsillitis. Like last time I got sick, I got a viral infection, and I almost had to have my tonsils taken out. Oh, Lucas almost falls. He's being very dangerous. Oh, Ike almost tried to finish him off with his trademark Ether Spike. His trademark Ether Dunk. Oh my God, Lucas flirting with disaster just like the Molly Hatchet song. If Lucas wins this, this will be his 12th win in a row. He started off the season 3-1. Back in week 4, Lucas was 3-1, and now he's 15-1.
Lucas wins.
Lucas now holds the best record in the league. But Villager is right behind him, only half a game behind him, and so is Sonic. Lucas has won 12 in a row, and Ike has lost 9 in a row. He is now 3-13. The final score, 207.5. All right. Now, this is the match that everybody was waiting for. We have probably the biggest match of the regular season so far. We have Lucario taking on Olimar. These two are in a three-way tie along with Jigglypuff for the best record in the South, in the Mid-East Division. Only one of those three can qualify. Only one of those three can win the Mid-East Division. One of these two fighters will go a step closer to clinching, and the other two will be. The other one will be put on death row. So yeah, this is a huge match. This is a very big match because both of these two fighters are in the top 3 along with Jigglypuff, and they all have the same record. So whoever wins will get a chance to clinch the Mid-East next week, while the other will be at the edge. The other one will be at the other one will be in the chopping block heading into the final week. And it's already pretty close. And then right after this, we have 2 more fighters with losing records. Olimar has a pretty big lead. But how long will it last? Oh my god, Olimar is ahead by over 100 points. They're just hopping around. They're trying to avoid each other. Lucario is in massive trouble. Because if he loses, he is in danger of not going to the playoffs. I mean, he'll still be in the race, but he'll be a game behind everybody else. Oh, man. This could be it for Lucario. 1.1.
Woohoo!
Olimar wins it. Lucario is in big trouble now because he is one game out of the lead. So if he loses next week, he will not be going to the playoffs. Olimar, meanwhile, is now one step closer to clinching the Mid-East Division next week. Wow. That was a good match. All right. Olimar takes it. The final score, 91.1. Lucario is now 9-7. So he is now out of the... he is now one game behind first place. Meanwhile, Jigglypuff is a half a game between both of them. I just heard thunder again. Wow. What a match between those two.
What a match.
Yep.
Stamina battle.
Oh, what a match. All right. No, it doesn't matter at all because we have Wii Fit Trainer versus Pit. Alright, let's go ahead and introduce the next two fighters. We have Wii Fit Trainer
Wii Fit Trainer.
taking on Pit.
Three, two, one, go!
Alright, let's go ahead and... Little Mac is currently 2-13. Oh my god, now it's pouring again. Whoa, I just completely blacked out. Can you guys hear what's going on outside? Okay.
No.
Let me know what you're eating, Tyler. Hey, Tyler. Tell me what snack you got there. I want to see what you're eating. So after this, we have two more. We have two more fighters that don't matter anymore. Which is, I guess you should expect that in the last couple weeks of the season. We have a bunch of matches between fighters who are not going to the playoffs. Especially because we got really tough criteria here at Nixon League. Whoa! And Pitt takes it 102.7.
It's game over for you.
Six and 10 is now Pitt's record. And wow, he finishes with 0.2 better than his last victory. His last victory was 102.5. Back in week 14, which was 2 weeks ago. All right, Wii Fit Trainer is now 4 and 12. And she's lost 6 in a row. Well, not Putt. Yeah, his name is Putt. All right, I want to see how this comes up on the scroll.
Stamina battle.
Yep, I gotta take over. I gotta scratch out. All right, on to the next battle. We have another battle that doesn't matter. Ike, or not Ike? Ike fought earlier. We have Little Mac taking on Wolf. Alright, we have another match that doesn't even matter at all, because both of these fighters have losing records, and both of them are knocked out of playoff contention. Little Mac has definitely had a less than remarkable season. He started the season 0-12. Or was it 0-11? I'm pretty sure it was 0-11. Yeah, Little Mac definitely had a less than impressive start to the season. I'm trying to find when he won his first match. He started the season 0-7. He was only 1-8 heading into the second half of the season. What?
Nice work, man. Got it all figured out.
I just jinxed it again. 184.2 for Little Mac. That's got to be an embarrassing loss for Wolf. After I was just saying he's had a less than spectacular season, he ends up beating Wolf. All right. All right. All right, let's get the next two fighters in. Actually, I got to fill out the scores first. Little Mac is now 3-13. Wait a minute. Did I forget to put in Little Mac's score last time he won? Yeah, I totally did. All right, so he's won 2 in a row now.
Hey, Nick, check out the thing that Tracking posted.
What did he just post? I gotta see.
In general chat. Solo.
Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god. Well, Mario is from New York, so I can kind of see that. In case you missed it, our very good friend, the Twy King, just posted in his Discord server a picture of Mario stuck in a crane game wearing a Yankees jersey. I mean, that does make a little sense because he's from New York, but in a Minnesota bar? Like, what? Anyways, Wolf is now 7-9. I'm gonna have to comment on that after because I'm in the middle of a stream.
All right, I'm gonna I'm gonna use the bathroom real quickly.
Okay. All right. And now, just like that, we have 2 matches left in the day. Oh, Z-bars? I've never heard of those. Next up, we have Villager, who is the hottest fighter in the league with a win streak of 14, taking on Jigglypuff, who is half a game between Olimar and Lucario. Jigglypuff is half a game behind Olimar, but half a game ahead of Lucario. If Jigglypuff wins this, then they will be in danger of being eliminated next week. They will be 1 game out of first place with only 1 week left in the season. Villager, meanwhile, is on a really hot streak and has been since week 3. Villager has won 14 matches in a row. He started the season 0-1 and has won every single match since. Absolutely steamrolling the competition. And it's too bad Curb just left because this match is actually on the new Pork City stage from Earthbound. Oh, that's right, you did. Yeah, you told me that, Tyler. Yeah, the Twi King is a really good friend of mine. I've actually featured him on this channel a few times. And he's the reason why I made Sluggers videos. Uh-oh. Villager makes it back. Yeah, he was a big inspiration to me, and I'm very proud to call him my friend, and I'm very happy that I was able to feature him on my channel. Actually, 3 times I featured him on my channel. Uh-oh. Villager? My god, he gets me every time with those falls. Because he has that up B. He has that up special where he can recover with those balloons. But as soon as anybody pops those balloons, he's got nowhere to go. The one-hand wonder. That's what Villager's nickname is outside of the ring. His real name, the nickname that I gave him, Island Boy, is actually based on something my roommate Charlie used to say a lot. I named him Island Boy as a tribute to my friend Charlie, who I don't see anymore. As far as I know, he moved. As far as I know, he lives in Chicago. That's all I know. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Under the stage. Jigglypuff has fallen for that many times. Villager looking to put Jigglypuff next on his hit list. Yeah. But his nickname outside of the ring is the One-Handed Wonder because he had his hand bit off in an accident. And also in that same accident, he nearly had all his hair ripped out. And he's got bite marks all over him. Because actually what happened was Daisy got into him and chewed him all up. But he's still usable. Albeit he's missing one hand and he's got bite marks all over his head and his body. And he nearly had his hair ripped out. Villager wins his 15th in a row! The hits keep on coming for Villager! The hits keep on coming for Villager. 190.9, and Jigglypuff is now 1 game out of first place in the Mid-East. Things have definitely taken a dramatic turn in the Mid-East division race, as now Jigglypuff and Lucario are 1 game out of first place. After Olimar beat Lucario, and then Jigglypuff just lost to Villager. Villager has now won 15 in a row to put himself at 15-1. And now Jigglypuff is 9-7. Jigglypuff is now 9-7 and 1 game behind first place heading into the final week in the Southeast. No, the Mid-East division. All right, we just have 1 more match left in the Eastern Conference. All right. Did I put the other match down? Yeah, I did. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the... Let's get the last two fighters ready for the final match of the night. We have Rob, who is currently 9-6, taking on Sonic, who is currently... Well, he was the #1 overall seed until Villager and Lucas both won. Let's see if Sonic, who is currently an 8-game winning streak. Those three are going to have a 3-way battle for the #1 overall seed in the playoffs. That's going to be the other storyline heading into next week. That is definitely something to look out for heading into next week. We got another big storyline coming your way. I hope so. I really hope so, Tyler, but, he's cutting it pretty close. Alright, so this is it. This is the final match of the night. And then after this, there will only be 1 week left in the regular season. Only 1 week left. And a lot can happen in that final week. Hopefully my voice will be better by then. In fact, I know it'll be better by then. Because this cold can only go on so long. I'm pretty sure it'll be all gone by next week. It better be. Because I've been sick for almost 5 days now. Actually, no. Almost. Yeah. I've been sick for 4 days now. And this cold better go away. It'll probably, well, it'll be mostly gone by then. I'm supposed to stop by the Minute Clinic today. In fact, I probably could have gone earlier to see exactly what's going on with me. But one thing's for sure, after this is done, thank you, Tyler. Sonic wins 196.6. And Sonic is now 15-1 and currently holds the #1 overall seed in the playoffs. It's going to be a 3-way battle between him and Villager and Lucas for the top overall seed in the playoffs. Oh, Kirby, you came back just in time. We just had the final match. Sonic just beat Rob. The final score was 196.6.
Mm-hmm. Sonic was too fast for Rob. I won.
Yep. And Sonic has now won 9 matches in a row.
Mm-hmm. And that ends this week of Nick's Amiibo League.
Yes,
Thank you for...
Yes, he's right. That is the end of Week 16 for the 2026 season of Nick's Amiibo League. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope you all are very excited because next week is the final week of the regular season for the 2026 season of Nick's Amiibo League. Anything can happen. We still have a 3-way battle for the top of the Mid-East Division, and we have a 3-way battle for the #1 overall seed in the playoffs. So, we got a lot at stake heading into the final week of the regular season. All right. I'd like to say once again, thank you so much to PSI Kirby for serving as my co-commentator today.
Of course.
And by the way, Rob is now 9-7. I forgot to mention that earlier. Rob is now 9-7. And yeah, thank you so much to Tyler for lighting things up in the chat, for keeping both of us busy. And I'll see you guys a week from today for the final week of the regular season in the 2026 season here at Nick's Amiibo League.
See you guys.